Hi, I'm Selah from Here I Am, Send Me. Have you ever done something good for God? Fed the poor, done ministry, worked for God, but yet at the end you feel empty. You feel like there is something missing. Like you did it for the wrong reasons. I know I felt that way before. I felt like I've done something amazing for God, but at the end it's like as if I did nothing. Well, in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 1 through 3, it says, "Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, and have not love, I am become as sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal." Basically saying that you can do all these things, but it's just making random noises. "And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned and have not love, it profiteth me nothing." Wow. So you can do everything for God. You can even be burned, die for Jesus. You can preach. You can even move mountains, do miracles. But if you don't have God's love in you, if you're doing it for the wrong reasons because you want to be glorified, if you want people to look at you and not look at Jesus, then it's all nothing. But then the question arises, how do we have the love of Jesus in our hearts? How do we love so that these things that we're doing is not for nothing? In John chapter 14, verse 15, it says, "If ye love me, keep my commandments." It's as simple as that. And we need to surrender all to Jesus that keeps us from obeying and following his commandments. Maybe for you, it's video games or social media. It can be anything that distracts you from following God. Maybe when you're reading the Bible, there's something that's always distracting you. When you're trying to pay attention in church, there's something that's always seeking your attention. And those are the things that we need to surrender to God. Pray, search your heart, search and see if there's anything that is keeping you and you need to surrender it to Jesus. John chapter 3 verse 16 says, "For God so loved the world, that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life." This verse is telling us that God loves us so much, he gave us the greatest gift just out of love. You see, once we realize that, our love for him grows. We can love him back with the love that will compel us to work for him. Not because we know we should, not because we want people to look at us and say, "Oh, that person is doing such a good job," and praise us, but because we love him so much, we want to give back to him. We want to do something because he loved us and ultimately point the glory to him. So what does this love look like in action? 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 4 through 7 says, "Charity suffereth long and is kind. Love envieth not. Love vaunteth not itself. It's not puffed up. Doth not behave itself unseemly. Seeketh not her own. Is not easily provoked. Thinketh no evil. Rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in the truth. Beareth all things. Believeth all things. Hopeth all things. Endureth all things." Then verse 8 said, "Love never fails. For whether there are prophecies, they will fail. Whether there be tongues, they will cease. Whether there be knowledge, it will vanish away." So this is saying that this love is true. It's lasting and it never fails. Basically, it follows the example of Christ. It reflects Christ's character. The author Ellen G. White in letter 38, 1890 says, "It is not the ready speaker, the sharp intellect that counts with God. It is the earnest purpose, deep piety, love of truth, the fear of God that has a telling influence. A testimony from the heart coming from the lips in which is no guile, full of faith and humble trust, though given by a stammering tongue, is accounted of God as precious gold. So although you may get up front in church and stammer, although you may mess up doing special music, if it comes from the heart and you truly do it because you want to glorify God, it is more valuable than the most eloquent speaker or than one of Beethoven's masterpieces. It is counted of God so valuable if done with His love. Let us search our hearts to see the true motives of what we are doing. Are we really wanting to serve God out of our hearts? It is when we surrender all to Jesus that His love abides in us, and we will feel His love to serve others. 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 13 says, "And now abide in faith, hope, and love. These three, but the greatest of these is love." I'm Selah, and I pray that you will be able to have the love of Jesus abiding with you. Thank you for joining me at Here I Am Send Me 360, and have a blessed day.